Hi, my name is Bishop Eric Johnson. I'm a senior consultant with Ambit Energy, and I'm about to share with you one of the greatest opportunities that you will probably see in your lifetime. And before I get into the information, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions as I go through this. Number 1, is it simple? Number 2, does it make sense? But 3, can you see yourself doing it? Because if the answer is yes at the end of this presentation, I would like to welcome you to the team up front. But before I share the opportunity, let me start by telling you why I started my Ambit business. Me and my wife has been pastoring our church for the last 9 years. We have a small congregation in the city of Chicago, and we're so blessed to be able to get an allowance from our ministry that paid most of our monthly bills. But we didn't have extra income coming in that we can put towards our retirement. And that was a very important concern of mine, and I was looking for alternative ways to bring in income. And let me share with you guys, I had worked in corporate America like most of you all, and one of the things I found out was in that setting I was living from check to check, and then I had more a month at the end of my money. And that was not a way of life for me. I couldn't see myself advancing, working 40-hour work weeks, and not being able to get the pay that I needed to take care of all of our expenses. So I started my own carpet cleaning business for about 25 years and was doing very well financially. But in the course of those 25 years, wear and tear has started in on my body, and one of the things that I noticed that it was affecting my health. I had to retire that business because I didn't want to put my health in jeopardy going into my latter years. So I was praying just like anyone else would, and I was asking for another way that I can make an income that would not take up most of all of my time, and I could still focus on ministry and focus on my family. And in January of 2015, I was introduced to take a look at Ambit Energy. And I got to be honest with you guys, the information that was shared with me that day, it made sense to me. It made so much sense that I actually got started in this business. And within 1 year, I was on my way to financial freedom as a result of the compensation plan that this company provided. Now, I want you guys to understand that everyone that takes a look at our business have a reason why, okay? Maybe it's to desire additional income for you. Maybe it's to reduce or eliminate any debts that you may have. What about more time with your family? You know, most people today, they're working 2 jobs. Some people 80, 100-hour work weeks just to try to provide for their families. But the sad part is they have no time to share quality time with their family. What about to provide more for your church or to the local charities that you give to each month? How about building a huge savings account? Did you not know that over 95% of Americans do not even have $500 in their savings account? You know, for me, when I looked at this business, not only did I see a way to be able to retire in 5 years, but I have 17 grandchildren between me and my wife. And listen, you guys, I wanted to be able to put some of them through college if they desired to go. And with this opportunity, I was able to do that. I'm able now to pinch money aside that I can start putting it together for my grandkids' college education. That meant a whole lot to me. What about financial freedom? You know, most of us realize that financial freedom, we think in it's millions and millions of dollars. But that's not what most of us need to be financially free. It's having enough money coming in that will cover all your expenses, and you have money left over that you can put towards your retirement, or you want to put towards putting the fund together for your grandkids or your children's college education. That's what financial freedom is. You know, all of us have a financial freedom number. You know, maybe yours is $2,000 a month. Could it be $3,000, $4,000, maybe even $5,000 a month? Just think, if you had an opportunity that you could do on a part-time basis over the next 2 to 5 years, and when I say part-time, I mean really part-time, and you had an extra $3,000 to $4,000 coming in on top of the income that you currently have, how would that change your life? Well, I'm about to share an opportunity that can definitely provide that. Let's see why Ambit is the right choice. The right company, an expanded industry, growth within a recession-proof business. We have what's called the perfect product because we provide all of our customers with energy savings as well as rewards. one of the greatest opportunities I have seen, but as I go through this information, I want to put the power of choice in your hands. Let's talk about our company, a vision focused on your success. The vision of Ambit is to become the finest and most respected retail energy provider in America. These two gentlemen, Jerry Thompson Jr. and Chambliss, are the ones that spearheading this particular company. Jerry Thompson Jr., his grandfather, was the founder of the 7-Eleven stores that's expanding all across the United States. We must all agree that he knows something about business and distribution. Mr. Chris Chambliss, he was the one that was pioneering in the telecom industry in the early 80s and 90s, where he took a company by the name of XL Communications to $1 billion in revenue in 7 years of being a part of that company. But when Ambit was founded in 2006, Chris Chambliss and Jerry Thompson Jr. have already taken Ambit Energy in the first 7 years of their business to well over $1 billion in revenue. With high growth experience, they have assembled an awesome Fortune 500 executive team within Ambit Energy. When you think about a company, you also want to talk about rewards, recognition, and documentation. Would you not agree that documentation beats conversation any day of the week? One of my favorite publications in this slide is the Inc. 500. What Inc. 500 does, they go out and they evaluate the top 500 privately held companies in all of North America. When Ambit hit that publication, they came in at #1. All the other accolades and all of the other recognition and rewards, we couldn't even put on this slide as it relates to all of the things that Ambit is doing. Success from Home magazine talks about all of the consultants within our opportunity that has been successful in Ambit Energy as it has changed their lives. Now, let's talk about deregulation. You know, what's driving this industry? Deregulation. The government has finally stepped in and they're breaking up all of the energy monopolies throughout the United States and across the world. That means consumers have choices. Every single one of us today have a choice who we can choose as our energy provider. Not to mention, you guys, the timing is perfect. The reason I said that, because look how big our opportunity is today. The current markets right now that Ambit is in, providing gas and or electricity, there's over $116 billion between all of these orange states that you see on the slide. In addition to that, we have the potential of gathering 71 million customers that can build income for our families. But then when you look at the current market share, every single state that Ambit is doing business, we have less than 3% market share. But you know what's more exciting than that? All of these white states are in some form of deregulation, and that is the future of where Ambit is headed. Our future looks bright. Now, how does this work? See, your local utility company will still be the company. They own the infrastructure. Nothing changes for the customer. They're going to still generate it. They're going to still deliver it. But because of deregulation, you have a choice to choose Ambit as your alternative retail energy provider. So we will actually be on the bill that you receive every single month. You're going to pay it the same way that you have, and nothing will change for you. Now, let's talk about our service. Everyone uses gas and electricity. Would you agree? There's no cost to switch. Nothing changes for the customer. It's a seamless transition. Also, you guys, what I want you to understand is that for business owners, we don't have any inventory, no deliveries, no collections. Unlike many of the other companies that's out here today in the home-based business arena, we don't have any lotions, potions, juices, pills, or girdles that we have to sell anyone. The service that we provide is unconsciously purchased and habitually used. We will never have to change anyone's buying habits. That's why Ambit is the perfect product. Savings and benefits. We have competitive rates. We offer satisfaction guarantee of our rates. We also provide green EC certified products for people that are environmentally conscious. Now that solar is expanding, Ambit has already launched in the states that you see on the slide. Solar is going to be a huge market in the future, and believe me, many, many millionaires will be made as a result of that. What impressed me about Ambit as well, for every single customer that enroll, we give them a welcome gift. We provide them with a 3-day, 2-night hotel stay complimentary to every single customer that signs up with us. Not to mention, you guys, we have no contracts, no early termination fees. There's no cost to become a customer. In addition, for using your therms and your kilowatts that you use every month anyway, we're going to tally them up and give you what's called monthly travel reward points, where you can cash them in for airline tickets, cruises, and vacation travel. To track all of the things I just named, our company, Ambit Energy, will provide you with your own personal free website where you can track the reward points, look at your savings, and pay your bill online. Now, we also offer what's called a customer referral program, because if people like the incentives that we give them, you would 5 customers and you'll receive that travel package that we just talked about. But we have something that most companies out here envy in the energy space. If you bring 15 customers to the table, Ambit Energy will tally up all of the 15 credits of those bills and give you an energy credit towards your bill. That's right, up to and including free energy. We're the only program out here that's offering that. That's huge. Now, let's talk about how we make money. Our business model is so unique because every time I do this presentation, I always like to put people in mind that because of our industry, there's $500 billion in revenue that's being redistributed back into the economy. Now, most of those companies that's trying to get customers that's out there, they're using the traditional ways of marketing. They're using door-to-door methods, they're using mass mailings, and they're calling people through telemarketers. Ambit allows people like you and me to bring loyal customers to the company, and these are people that we know, love, and trust. And as a result of that, Ambit is going to pay us the millions of dollars that these other companies are using just to try to attract customers. That's a unique business model. Now, how many of you all realize personal relationships? Every single day of our lives, we recommend movies, music, restaurants, TV shows. These are things that we do as creatures of habit. But guess what? We never get paid for them. Once we teach you how the Ambit system works and you recommend this to other people, you will get paid. Now, let's talk about how to own and operate your own business. There's a one-time fee of $75 to join, and there's no annual renewal fee. There's $24.95 per month for your business building website. Ambit is going to provide you with a suite of websites to track your business, your organization, your compensation, and everything that it takes to build your business. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about a $100 investment, but what's more important about this investment, when you think about business, what if we invested $50,000 or $100,000 into a traditional business? What would be the return on that money? How long would it take for you to get that back? Not to mention the risk factor that's involved. How many of us have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in a traditional business? Most of us today, we're credit challenged, and many of us don't have that kind of money in our bank accounts. But I believe that every single one of us to participate in the $500 arena with the gas industry, we can come up with $100 to be a part of an unlimited income stream. Now, let's talk about your time commitment. Most people today are busy, would you agree? You know, when I looked at this business back in 2015, one of the things I thought about as a pastor, what would be my time commitment? This business is not designed to take you away from what you're doing. We're going to show you how to customize this business around your schedule. What do I mean by that? 15, 30, 1-hour increments, we will show you how to do this business based on that time commitment. What about incredible tax benefits? See, if you're working a traditional job right now, you're getting a W-2. That means you're leaving money on the table. Just by positioning yourself in the home-based business, it puts you in the 1099 bracket, where now you'll be able to write off most things that you can't by working a traditional job. Now, unlimited income potential is what really caught my attention. How many of you all feel that you're being paid what you're worth? Are you worth the $30,000 a year that you're making, the $50,000 or even the $100,000 a year that you're making? But one of the things I found out about most people, just by being creatures of habit, most of us live above our means. So if you're spending $31,000, $51,000, or $101,000, you really broke, and it's just on a different level. But here you can earn unlimited income. Now, making the decision to get started, 2 questions you want to ask yourself. What's in it for me, and can I do it? You know, the most important question I want to ask you in this webinar, does it make sense to you? Does it make sense that if people are going to pay a utility bill every single month, month after month for the rest of their lives, and you could be in a position where you could get paid a percentage of that bill every single month, that makes sense to you? And of course, if you're thinking logically, you will say yes. And guess what? If it makes sense to you, it's going to make sense to people that you know if they're not dead from the neck up. Now, we do 2 simple things in our business. We gather a handful of loyal customers, and these are people that we know, love, and trust, and we help other people do the same. These are the 2 simplistic things that we do in our business. In other words, I can't make a dime unless you make a dollar. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. See, what I love about the Ambit system, we have a vested interest in giving you everything that we know in order for you to build a successful business. Now, that $100 investment that you made to start your business with Ambit, let's talk about how you could promote and earn more money. First and foremost, you want to make a decision to position yourself. So the first thing we're going to teach you is what's called 5, 2, 6. That means you're going to get 5 personal customers in which Ambit is going to give you 2 points for your website. Then we're going to help you to gather 3 customers. Now this first household right here, that's your home. You're going to sign yourself up as your own customer, okay? And then we're going to show you how to help 2 other people to become your customers. These are going to be people that's going to support you in your business just because it's you. Once this is achieved, the company is going to give you a return on your investment. Now, if that makes sense to you, we'll teach you how to invite and share the business with other people. And let's say you invite this individual. His name is John. And when John gets started, because you got time constraint, remember, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're going to get in there and help this individual to achieve their 3 customers, and as a result of them getting a return on their investment, the company is going to send you another $100. Now you into profits. As you continue to invite people and they get their qualifying customer points, the company will continue to send you $100. Now, once 6 people join your Ambit team, you will then get promoted to the first corporately earned position in our company called Regional Consultant. When you become a Regional Consultant, you get a $55 raise, and guess what? You do the same thing you did in the beginning when you started. You introduce 2 people, we help them get their qualifying customers, and guess what? Of course, they get a return on their investment. But because now you're the Regional Consultant, Ambit is going to send you $155 instead of $100. Now here's where the power of leverage comes in. You see, these 2 people here, they may be more outgoing than you, more ambitious than you. They may know more people than you. They may have more time commitment than you. As they begin to build the business on their own because of their reason why they're doing the business, Ambit is going to pay you a $55 override through unlimited levels, which creates leverage for you and your family. Now, when 18 people gather into your regional code through you and the 2 people that you brought in, you will get promoted to the next position of senior consultant. And as you can see by doing the same thing, now when you introduce people, Ambit is going to pay you $235. And as they begin to build the sales and marketing organization, the company is going to pay you $135 through unlimited levels. The next position is called Executive Consultant. As you promote within the compensation plan, the money increases. Now you will earn $315 for each person you personally bring in, and as your organization grows, the company is going to send you $215 through unlimited levels. And finally, as you reach the top of the compensation plan to National Consultant, you will earn $340 for every person that you bring in personally, And as your organization expands, you will receive $240 through unlimited levels. Now keep in mind, all of these businesses are still working as you build it, and you're receiving 55s, 135, 215, $240 through unlimited levels. Now keep in mind, we've showed you two ways that we get paid. You get paid for personally sponsoring people, and you get overrides from the people that they bring into the organization. Let's talk about the third and most lucrative way that we make money. It's called residual income. Residual income is getting paid on something that you do one time, and even if you stop doing it, you get paid over and over and over. Now, most of us have been taught to make money one way. That's linear income. That means it doesn't matter how much you're making. You've been taught to trade hours for dollars, time for money. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Now, if you want more money, what must you do? You're either going to go out and get a second job, in which, in my opinion, 2 jobs is for 2 people. But let us show you how to implement a wealth principle called exponential growth or geometrical progression. Now, in this theoretical example, you're going to position yourself, and we're going to help you bring in 3 consultants. Then we're going to help that person bring in 3 consultants. Now you got 9 consultants contributing to your income. As this business duplicates 7 generations away from you, you now have 3,279 people responsible for your income other than you and your significant other. You see, what I found out about this business, most people only earn income between themselves, their wife, or their significant other. And if, God forbid, if one of you all lose your job, how would that affect your lifestyle? What if both of you all lose your job? How would that affect your lifestyle? But if you have over 3,000 people other than you and your significant other contributing to your income, there's no limit to what you can earn. Now, we set very small goals in our business. You're going to go out, we're going to teach you how to gather 20 customers over your career. That's right. Those 20 customers will pay you and unlock all the compensation in our opportunity, and it would allow you to promote to the top of the company. But in this example, you see these 3 people, they didn't go out and get 20 customers like you. They went out and got 10 customers each. Now, as the organization duplicated all getting 10 customers each, now you're going to get paid on 32,810 customers, in which you only went out and got 20 personally. Now, that's called exponential growth or geometrical progression. Now, let's talk about the bill. Now, we're going to plug in a one-time small bill called Band 1. Now, Ambit pays us up to 5 bands. The bigger the band, the more compensation. But for this example only, we wanted to keep it simple. But when we plug in 3 getting 3 and everyone getting 10 customers, with the smallest way we make money, on a monthly basis, Ambit will send you $39,189 per month in residual income. That's right. Every time I show this business, there's 2 types of people. The first person said, I don't believe it, but the second person understands numbers, and numbers don't lie. People do. In this next example, instead of everyone going out getting 10 customers, everyone went out and got 3 customers. That makes sense to you guys? That means everyone went out and did the bare minimum. They signed themselves up as a customer, and they had 2 other people to support them in their business. And Ambit will still send you out $11,758 per month in residual income. This is not a quick get-rich scheme. This is a solid 2 to 5 year game plan on a part-time basis. Let me explain something to you guys. There are individuals going to college for 4 years, doing internship. That means they're not even making money while they're going to school, just to come out into an economy that's not going to promise them a job in the field they went to school for. In this business, if it took you 2 to 5 years, that means as you build it, you're earning while you're learning. I think that is a very unique way of earning income. Now, let's talk about our customer residual bonus. See, as you promote through the marketing plan from regional consultant all the way to national consultant, on top of all the money that I've already showed you, Ambit is going to give you a quarter raise on every customer in your regional code, all the way up to $1 up to the national code. on every single customer that we have shown you in this example. Listen, you guys, why does this business work? Ambit is a service. It's not a product. Number two, the power of part-time. Remember what I said earlier. This is not designed to take you away from what you're doing. We're going to show you how to customize this around your schedule. And as you build a sales and marketing organization and build a credible and large residual income, then you will be in a position over the next 2.5 to 3 years possibly to walk away from your current employment. Not to mention there's a lucrative compensation plan, and I'm pretty sure I've showed you plenty of money thus far. Also, is the timing perfect? Think about it, you guys. We're in 16 states. Ambit is already a $1.5 billion company, and all of the other states that's not deregulated, we're headed in that direction. The future looks bright for our company. Now, get started now. Join Ambit today, become your own first customer, and take control of your financial future. You know, every single time I do this presentation, there's 3 types of people that take a look at this business. The first person says, you know what, Bishop Johnson, it looks good, it sounds good, it's not for me. If it's not for you, get back with the person that invited you on this webinar, support them as being a customer, and possibly give them a few referrals. We want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to learn about an opportunity that's sweeping our nation. Person number 2, you may have questions. Stick around and get your questions answered. We're going to show you how to get this business up and running. We're going to answer all of your questions credibly, and once we do that for you, you can make an educated decision at that point whether or not you want to partner with us. And then last but not least, the third person. You said, you know what, when I saw the lucrative income, when I saw that I could customize this around my schedule, Bishop Johnson, I was ready to join a long time ago in the presentation. And if that's you, I want to say welcome to the team. Once again, my name is Bishop Eric Johnson. I'm a senior consultant with Ambit Energy, and I want to thank you for the time that you have given us to take a look at this awesome opportunity. Get back with the person that invited you to this webinar and let them know where you stand. God bless you, and thank you for watching.